everybody, Sean Dane here with Guitar Control. We're going to talk a little bit about today using arpeggios with a looper pedal. So all I did right there was I looped just a 2-chord thing, and then I learned an arpeggio for the first chord that we're going to play over both of them in the same key. And I think it sounds great, and it's great practice, and it keeps you on time, and it does wonders for your soul. So make sure you click the link below to grab the tab for this, and let's get right to it. So that loop right there sounded like this. Jazzy a little bit. It's a C major 7 chord to an A minor 11 chord. Okay, so in the key of C, that is the root chord, the 1 chord, to the relative minor. So they kind of are pretty closely related. It's kind of like a jazzier way to play a C major to an A minor. You can do all the same stuff over those 2 chords, but just so you know, the C major 7 chord voicing for that one was 3 on the A string, 5 on the D string, 4 on the G string, pinky on the B string. I was kind of finger styling into this chord voicing. Great chord voicing if you don't know this. You can keep your ring finger right where it was. Well, your middle finger is the 5th fret on the low E string, your ring finger is the 5th fret on the D string, your pinky is the 5th fret on the G string, and your pointer finger is the 3rd fret on the B string. So going back between those, C to A. So now when you play that as a loop, what we're going to work on is going over this loop with a C arpeggio. So that wasn't a regular arpeggio, we're just like up and down. We're actually going to do a little bit of movement in this arpeggio, okay? Arpeggio is just when you play a note or a chord, 1 note at a time. So a lot of this is going to be based around the shape that we just learned. So we're going to start with the C. Use your ring finger to hammer on the 5th fret and then slide from 5 to 7. This is just an arpeggiated 1 note at a time way to get from the root note of the chord to the 3rd of the chord, right? A C to an E. Alright, that's the rest of it. So after this, 3, 5, 7. Using your ring finger allows you to line up your pointer finger with the string down, 5D, and then straight down again. Right there we end up on the major 7 of that chord. If you see what happened, so 3A, 5A, 7A. 5D, 5G, 4G. Now that note kind of pops out at you, right? Because that's the note from that chord voicing that we just used. That's what kind of makes that C major 7 chord special, that root to the 7. Then after that we're just going to go right back to your middle finger, 5D, slide to 7, and then back to 5. So all together it's. Alright, so it's, some people consider that a lick more than arpeggio. I just think it's kind of like using the notes in a chord to make something, interesting up. So that way when you have a loop, you can use any of those notes to make it sound good. Faster. Now I'm just kind of dancing around in that sequence that we did. Sometimes I'll play it straight. Faster. You play it, same thing, slow at the same tempo. Change the position of the low E string. A lot of different things you can do this, but it's always going to sound good over this particular chord progression, alright? So, let's kind of do something else for the A chord too, alright? This will be just another simple-ish arpeggio, but we're going to change, well actually no, let's keep the finger that we're using. So the A, the root note on the A is the 5th fret of the E string. Now to start playing an A minor chord, we would just slide 3 frets down from A to C. And And then after this, we can actually jump into that same lick that we did, that same arpeggio that we wanted to do from the C. It just kind of connects them. Or we can go on to an A minor arpeggio. So this is going to be the other arpeggio that's linked in that tab. 5E to 8E to 7A to 7D to 5D, right? These notes right here. And then you might want to end maybe back on like the 5th of the chord. So over that A, something like that. We can kind of combine that with. And then now we're connecting two arpeggios together, and they're all going to sound good over this backing track because we just have those two chords. We have the C part to the A part. We can even use the A part over the C part. Or the A part. Again, there's an infinite amount of ways that you can use this kind of playing, right? I think that arpeggio-based playing is a great way to really kind of find your way through the fretboard instead of just learning scale shapes that maybe kind of stay static. The beautiful thing about arpeggios is they can move around. We can do the same thing on different chord shapes. But I really think that practicing with looper pedal is super important. So if you don't have a looper pedal, get yourself a looper pedal. Think of other exercises you might want to see here on the Guitar Control channel, and we'll definitely check it out. Always open your feedback, so think of what you want to see. Let us know in the comments section, and in the meantime, until we get working on that video, check out other videos we have on the channel by myself, other great instructors here on the Guitar Control channel, and we'll talk to you all soon. Thanks a lot.